Welcome back to my Pillars of Eternity Let's Play series. This is episode 8. And I have to say is in medieval era writing design. It does take a while for this game to load up with me using a video recording program.
Indeed.
Oh, the entrance I did take from the chantry area led there. This young man face is bruised and his gauntlet form is covered in a threadbare shirt. He watches you shivering with a measure of hope in his eye. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? God, what have people become in this place? He gazes nervously past you at the open cell door. I don't think I can find my way out of here. I did promise I would help free Kursk people as a would-be honest person in game. I would probably should honor them. Although Neymar would like to see this fellow free as well. Neymar. Yes. Kiaiko gave a quiet laugh of disbelief. The present you, I thought he'd leave me here to rot. He wasn't too happy when I left the keep. I told him I could do far more good with cause than as the acolyte. He accused me of joining a band of outlaws. Kayako looked down at his feet. I guess we're both wrong. Let's see what the options are. If I did tell him to go free, he is more than likely to go through the path that I went through to get himself killed, which would not be good. I better ask what's going on and about Neymar. Neymar been a father to me, but my actual father was a traitor. He died in a banner raid when I was young. I don't even remember much. I remember the day after though. Stuck here in a gilded veil begging for food. Neymar was a priest of the scattered God back then. Then he took me in and raised me in the church. I was going to follow in his footsteps even after he converted and when we turned to the twin God. But I started seeing what was happening to the Great Veil and what Roderick was doing. And then Neymar, he kept on saying that things would work out. That we have to stand by the Lord of the Keep. Both was the only one who seemed to be willing to do anything about it. Instead of, preaching, he smiled sadly. So that's the two fathers I left behind. I might as well ask him what happened. Yes, he looked away. It seemed a good plan. We got in without incident and I knew the way, but we were surprised in the dungeon. And most of us, Casters Kagiago, I probably should just call him he from this point on forward. I'm having problems pronouncing his name. He shudders. You should have seen some of them. For them, the bodies, at least not their mind anymore. But there's those The woman down here, Roderick Anmather. Her name is Oswach. I heard her speak sometime, talk about a cure. Lord Roderick calls on her often, but she's not curing anyone. She'd only turn men and women into monsters. He shuddered. I watched her take the others. I'm sure I'd be next. That would explain why I would not have seen the other prisoners so far. I probably killed them, maybe. Ados shook his head. Men and women turned to evil to cure horrible madness. Any more information about Oswald would be appreciated, though. There was something not right about her. A bad feeling, I mean. I know the moment she arrives, things would take a turn for the worse. He shivers. There's nothing good comes from dealing with elementals. Unnatural, a lot of them. She's the one who will transform them. Change my friend into monsters. She said she was doing it for the good of the good of Vale. He clenches a fist, more like good of her coin purse and her sick curiosity. Maybe if I did encounter her, she would explain more. Let's see. I did make a deal to rescue him, so you might well make one for him. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fog, but first some food and rest. I think. Tell him I would. Well, to him myself have a craving. Have a carving of the Paranoid he gave me as a boy. And I hope he is well. God, good luck, and may the God keep him safe. May he not get himself killed. I am surprised that.
Watch on the wit bit of.
Okay.
I'm here.
Mainda.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, I did forget that I forgot there was traps here. I have to put on with guides of some kind. This is the kitchen, so as long as I have, that should work at least.
I shall.
Nemar was this way. This way. Nemar. After telling him what he told me, Nemar eyes widen with sudden vigor. He rushes forward and grasps my arm. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank the God. Thank you. I did not think you could. That is, I fear. He shook his head. I did not want him to meet the Paranoid so soon. Maybe the Paranoid is an unfortunate sign of some kind. Nenmar pulled away, collecting himself. Here, what I promised you in return. He pulled a large iron key from the pocket of his robe and handed it to you. This will open the scriptorium. Point west. And from there you can reach the chapel, Lord Roderick, without encountering quite so many guards. Take this too. I have a little wealth to offer. Better give something of use. I would entreat you before you go. Despite his shortcomings, Lord Roderick followed the God with obedience, and he have Gerard's best interest in mind. It may be that with time he can achieve what he desires. Please consider this before you turn to violence. I should probably ask. I thought you favored Roderick as the Lord of Roderick Court. I favored him as he is a man of vision, but of course has a hunger in him for rule. Even if to good purpose, he not led by faith. Still, he's a friend, and I'm willing to assist cause restoring divine favor to the land of Gerardvale. Should Roderick. What does this key does? It is a master key. It will not open every door, but it will permit you to access stairs behind. It will permit you access to stairs leading down into the chapels, into the Lord Chapel. It will also open the door along the keep main hall, but you will face heavy fighting if you go there. You do not have much time. Whatever your tent, Lord Roderick will soon discover that one of his friends has escaped. Then you will lose the element of surprise. Thank you for the help, Mark. Oh, gain 2 scores of protection.
I'm here.
What is it?
Huh?
How may I help?
Yes?
But that's not the key. I will.
Indeed.
It's not this way, so it's probably this way. Better save just in case if worst case scenario does happen. Quick save again. From what I've been gathering about
Keeping an eye out.
about this Roderick fellow, he's a decent fellow. He's just being misguided by the people around him. There's Roderick. Let him approach, flanked by a host of guards, all who regard you with mute hostility. Lord Roderick, the seventh, observe you from his throne, clad in ornate plates. His His eyes have a hollow quality, and they are the paler to the man front, and that leaves his features showing stark against his stark and unkept hair. There was a dagger discarded upon one sworn arm in discarded on its sworn arm of the swan. The thin Quinlan rivulet worm it raised down from the blade past Roderick's finger. Even as he leans forward, he regards you with a piercing gaze.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
He fingers loosely on the pommel of the dagger, as if to ascertain that he is still there, then flinches away. That dagger must have some mysterious property. You come far closer than his people ever did. Roderick looked to his guard. You also nervously, much too close. He looked back to you, a quiet infiltration, and done more skillfully than Koss ever manage. I did not expect it.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now. I have lost so much.
Let's see, what can I do here? Let's see, he's being misguided, so I probably should help him in a way.
Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it. Panic and despair. Koss took advantage of that. Chaos creating division in our rank, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Roderick gazed distant for a moment, then he glanced at you, and his lips curled. He fled the keep in time to hold up in the wild beyond the village, to play a being commoner and curd favor with the people. Let's see. If I didn't mention cost to him, he would probably react in the wrong way. And if I did attack them now, it would probably be 50-50 if I did win. What happened there?
A just sentence.
Roderick turned his head slightly to regard the dagger. There was a sudden careful stillness in his expression. A just sentence, his voice favors, and in that moment a pang of grief across his face. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew that I wouldn't make them. The scarred god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when I was in the hollow thing, a monster. Then we both knew what her crime that fault. Roderick turned to a baleful look upon jaw working, face flushed and splotchy with emotion. I could not stand it. He sprang up a hand, suddenly toward the temple, while stirring his face. What does Koss know of sacrifice? He would indulge in that. Let us succumb one by one and suffer brutal punishment until the final soul go to his keeping, never to return. To carry the veil is a barren
Much. There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle. But together, a blaze that will destroy us.
The legacy is a test of fate. It have driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises till dark and terrible thing. Each lie permitted to feed the fire. Every whisper from preening charlatan and venom tongue midwives the word of the false prophet, the promise of the dead gods. He clenches a gloved fist. The writing in this game is done quite well.
The flame consumed her, my Ygritte, and our child with it.
I carried out the sentence. Would you have me give her an execution in the drywood? We see to our own justice. Roderick sat back in his throne room, Napoleon, white upon it, arms out. Really? I don't have that requirement. Let's see what this response does. Constantin. He did not, or did you swell his name I might be to spare yourself? Roderick sneered. He is counting on you all the same. A distraction at the least, and an enable killer at best. So as long as he can use your presence to his advantage. He will have such opportunities striking where he can from the shadows, cause lacks the strength to see the matter done. Roderick motioned to you, so he relied upon strong
You
ally.
are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed.
I should ask him what is going on exactly.
You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
I might as well help him out, and it would be a good idea to have a powerful friend.
Good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
That's good. My aid will be listened elsewhere, and will help with the plotline a bit. You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on cost and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attention upon this blight. Between the priest and my animator, I can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. Beware, John. From what we've seen, he as like to prolong the legacy as anything else. Thinking about plotline and what may potentially happen, it's better to help him. I find close and put an end to him.
Good. You will not have to look far. His camp lies in the wilds past Gilded Vale. His scouts watch the roads and warn him in advance of my forces. But you should have more luck. Deal with him, and then return here.
That was easier than expected.
I'm here.
I have a feeling that the fight with well, some if I remember reading D&D novels, it's generally best to kill bubble brothers, troublemakers quickly enough. In the school protection, the spell upon apartment allows the caster aid allow his or her allies in purging any unnatural ailment or hostility spells. That sounds something useful.
Keeping an eye out.
He did say it was to the east. I spoke to Lord Roderick, who had a different tale to tell. Have him to report us about the plan to accept the throne and the ship. Roderick says Quest can be found within the known Minor Fog. Better save now, just in case if anything bad happens. I don't see any campsites in the area. Oh, that's close right there. Ah, helpful stranger, I'm glad you came. Do you have news? Strange, I have not had word on the keep. Have you seen it? It best you kill him straight out. I see, I regret I could not convince you. I hope that the serpent poison. He will not be rid of me so easily. If I march on hold without good veld at my back, I will see him pay for what he have done. You will be the first of his allies. I should have not rescued the poor bloke there. But again, I had to rescue him.
How may I help?
Lava will be unseek.
That's not very helpful.
Archer, close.
Yes.
That fight didn't went into my favor.
Lava.
You can't afford another loss like that.
That fight didn't hurt van toch.
Of course.
And I have to replan that fight. Good thing I saved before coming here.
Huh? Hmm?
Group of 4 versus many others seemed like a good fight. Time to use the
Hi?
Lava beyond sea.
Switch to your pole arm gel. And now probably can finish this question.
Lava will be unseek.
Cross you. Oh, priest, you have to go.
Yes.
And then you walk. Joe, you finish him off.
Lava will be unseek.
Spell. Hit you all.
Lava will be unseek.
John, you'll use your nickel blast.
I'm here.
A saber. Let's see. Warbow, I can just send that.
Hmm?
Really, this saber would be a good tool to have. Club, don't need, I can just sell. And then a small shield I can sell. Padded armor. and Helm doesn't add much in the term of defenses. Gun Oak, the rare coin even in the village. Republic, the Gun Oak Devil is a large gold coin and most used by extremely wealthy. The silver fin. The large silver coin is used for large transactions in the end of the empire and many other colonial empires. Silver Roche. The barracks I can just get rid of and put it with the saber. Time to go back to the holds. With the rebels taken care of, back to a sense of normalcy.
I shall.
Or what is normal? In the Garrett Vale. I should rest first before going to see Lord Roderick again. See what. Oh yeah, I remember that gem. It was supposed to be in puzzle of some kind. I have to take care of that later. Double time your group, I don't have all day. Wait now,
Greetings.
Now we have rested for about 8 hours. Let's go to the keep to finish the quest off. I'm sure if I did the post side of the quest, I would probably not gotten the exact same reward. He would probably or the region would be in a state of trouble of some kind. Better save again. Have you borne news? Kotzke said, the uprising wisdom. That does so swiftly. A particular smile formed on Roderick's face. His teeth bared and fierce triumph, or else in pain. Then you have succeeded well. A great many have failed. Would that my captain were so half efficient. You have people that are not efficient? I'm sort of surprised at the same time not. Gerville owed you a debt, for you have removed the greatest obstacle to its restoration. He makes a quiet, amused noise, and rid me of a persistent hornets in the process. I pay my debts. I have here a sword, handed down within my family for generations. It is yours. May it serve you as well in all your future endeavors. Roderick gestures to the government, and of course you will be paid. Now, Roderick lowers his gaze. Now I would bury my wife and look to the future. We have a great deal of work to do before Goodvale is truly safe. You have my thanks for your service. Justice. I'm going to give this to my rogue, as he is a specialist in this type of weaponry. I don't need these ropes anymore.
Yes?
If I want, let's see what my reputation is for the Gilded Veil. Oh, I am a friend of the Gilded Veil. And neutral to the Defiant Bay region. I guess I call it a until this episode here. In the next episode, I will continue on with my adventure to the Defiance Bay area. See you in the next episode.